Hello. Today I'm here to do a ranking for something. Honestly, it's probably terrible timing because I did my Legends of Tomorrow reviews like 2 months ago. I think I started them like 3 or 4 months ago. So to do it, a top 10 best episodes, I feel like is weird to do right now, but I'm doing it because I want to. Um, Also Legends ended like 2-3 years ago. Did it end in 2022 or 2020 or one? I forget. But anyways, I'm going to just go over the top 10 episodes, in my opinion, and some honorable mentions. I'll do honorable mentions first. I was going to write down more. I have this little sheet of paper with me. I was going to write down more, but then I just kind of forgot to. So I'm gonna put them in my head. First one is Mr. Parker's cul-de-sac, which is an episode, season 5, I think episode 6. I Am Legend, which is the one where Sarah basically is going to die for zombies and she has future vision and it's about the team and all that. Then Rage Against the Machines, the one after the fixed point, we'll get to that later. Paranoid Android is about the androids in season 7 and how they're there. I don't know how that's the I think third lowest rated episode on IMDb. I thought that episode was great. Then some other ones are the Chicago Way, Fellowship of the Spear. Let me think of more. Oh, guest starring John Lennon. Yeah. Then, I guess that's kind of it. So let's get to number 10, which in my opinion is the 100th episode of the show. This one, I think, is shockingly high. I think it's the 4th highest or 5th highest rated episode. Maybe 3rd. But honestly, I think it's quite good. I like how it's Gideon becoming a legend and sort of things like that. And how she, knows the legend. Fun fact, Gideon's on every single episode of the show. People are Sarah's the last legend. And that's but technically Gideon was there with Sarah the entire time. But that's my point. So, honestly, I thought it was really nice to see all the memories and all the people. Although they were missing a lot of people, but I mean most of the people who they missed, it's either I didn't care about, or it's just they left last season, John and Mick. John and Mick. They left last season, so it doesn't matter that they weren't in those episodes. But anyways, I think it was quite good. I thought this sort of mind parasite Gideon thingy McGlauber was a nice villain for the episode, and it also just helped with all new characters as a great 100th episode. Also, no, I'm not saying the name. It's stupid. So at number 9, I forgot my rating. My rating probably be a 9, about just a flat 9, which is really great. But at number 9, I have Bebo, the God of War, which is honestly really good. It was after Stein died, so that was good in emotion wise, and we got to see young Stein and Bebo. Jax left. Damien Dark was Zeus, or not Zeus, pretended to be Odin. I think it was just quite fun, with the montage of them trying to raid Damien Dark. I think it was just pretty fun in general. It had a good tone. I think this is first thing where Ava joined the Legends for something. But anyways, yeah, I think it was quite good. So I'll give it a 9.1. And number 8, I have the one, oh my god, what is this called? The one where we're trapped on TV. Ridiculous title. But it's the penultimate episode of season 5 where they basically get the Loom of Fate and they get trapped in television. Sound familiar? Doom World. I have no idea why they kept on resorting to that. Spear of Destiny, Loom of Fate, then the lake water thingy, I forget what it's called. So yeah, honestly, it was pretty fun, how they got out, with the music, and then, that, all that. OG Zari coming back since she's better than regular Zari or the new Zari. That's my opinion though, but it's true. I think that was all nice, and personally, I think it was done well. Although like Zari just like was out for like an hour or two. Actually, that's a finale problem. I just realized that. Sorry, but she like just had to go back in. She was like, "You got out of the box. Now go back in." Anyways, I think it was actually quite interesting. I thought it was neat to see all the different places and things where they went, or like the TV shows they were trapped in, and how it was what they wanted. Or at least that's what Charlie heard that they wanted in I Am Legend. I Am Legend, sorry. And yeah, I honestly think it's quite interesting. So I'll give it basically following train here. It's a 9.2. Next one, at number 7 is Legion of Doom. I was actually thinking of putting it higher, but honestly, it's just such a great episode. Like, I love Legion of Doom. They're probably the second best villain we had on the show. Maybe first. Particularly, sorry, I can't speak. Thawne was goated. So, it was nice to see this, and especially that scene with the Black Flash, or Thawne and them in the bank, and they're like, oh, and they figure out Thawne's secret. I think that was really cool. So overall, I just think it has nice moments and episodes. Rip, I do think it's. I didn't expect him to turn evil, but honestly, it's good. And honestly, yeah, I think it's nice how it happens and like all that. They turn him evil. Thawne, I think it's interesting to see how they put how Eddie killed himself. Thawne got erased, and now he's trying to stop that. I think that's really interesting. I also find it nice that the only person that knows about Thawne is Stein, but anyways. So, I will also probably give that 9.2, but I think it's higher. Now, this may be controversial, because I think it's better than Legion of Doom. I don't really know people's opinions on Legends. No one ever makes videos on Legends. But, anyways. So, at number 6, I have Legend of 2 Meow Meow. It was definitely the best episode in Season 4, by far. It was the best episode, like, until the fixed point, in my opinion. It was really good. I actually thought it was great. My opinion, is probably the best mid-season finale the show's ever had. It's a really great season finale. Or mid-season finale. It's honestly just really good, in my opinion. I think it was fun. It's like a Here I Go Again, but John edition with him breaking up with, what's his name, Desmond? I forget his name. I'm sorry, I forget his name. But, like, keep on breaking up with his boyfriend so he don't become Neuron. But because that, like, Sarah dies by a unicorn impaling, and then, like, they become cats. They become dolls, or Zari became a cat. Charlie got her shape-shifting back. It was honestly really interesting. I thought it was good because it got the two, Charlie and John, like, in the Legends scene, kind of like how Here I Go Again went. I mean, it's, yes, very similar to Here I Go Again, but you want to be similar to Here I Go Again, because that's one of the best episodes of the show. I mean, it's on this list. I'm just telling you, it's on this list. So, I'm going to give it a 9.3, almost a 9.4, so what, 9.35? That's too specific. Anyways, so next at number 5 we have Doom World. In my opinion, it's basically just a better version of the one where we were trapped on TV, and it came first. I think it's with better villains, because the Fates they were mad villains. The Fates, worse than Legion of Doom. Thawne was interesting, them escaping it. Mick was sort of the center after what he did and giving over the spear. I think it was all really interesting. I quite liked it. So, is that it? But anyway, Amaya dying and that happening, so they had to go back in time to the Fellowship of the Spear to get Jesus' blood to then destroy the spear. It's confusing, but I did quite like it. I thought it was actually really good. So I'll give it, like, this one probably a 9.5. Maybe these are too high. So, and number 4 is the season finale to season 2, Aruba. This is basically where Thawne's the main villain, and that's great. The Black Flash is cool, Sarah's cool, her with Laurel overpowering the spear to not save her sister and actually depower the spear, let Black Flash in. I thought that was all great. I think it was neat to see the two legends interact, and the cliffhanger of like times destroyed is actually really interesting to me. So overall, I think it's actually probably the best, actually, no, the best episode of season 2, in my opinion. And I think it was just a really great finale to it, and I thought they did well. So I'll also give it a 9.5. I think it was really, really great. But at number 3, we have the good, the bad, and the cuddly. It's the season 3 finale. I don't think it's a popular take, but I do like it. I actually love the thing. I think it's cool. Mullis, like the only episode where he actually appears in full form, but that the setup to it was actually great. I think it's very interesting. Damien's sacrifice to save his daughter was good. I did like that. But overall, I do think it was just probably the best season finale we've ever had on Legends, and it was just really, really good. The Mullis versus Bebo fight was just great, and yeah, it was just really good. So I'll give it a 9.6 out of 10. Now, the next two, in my opinion, are interchangeable. And so it's number 2 is the Fixed Point, and Here I Go Again is first. But I do think they're both like 9.9 bordering on 10 out of 10s, which may be a hot take. But I love the Fixed Point. I love how they bring back Thawne, and especially the scene with Sarah and Thawne at the end when they just talk about like why Sarah wants to save Archduke Franz Ferdinand, why Thawne's protecting it, and how this happened, how he's alive. I think it's all actually really great. Gives us also for Thawne, it gives us a very nice breath of fresh air, because by now, like, we haven't had a good Thawne on The Flash in years. Like, it sucks. And like, just to see this compared to the other Thawnes is ridiculous. It's actually crazy. Even when they bring back Thawne in the Matt lectured form in Flash, it's still not as good as this, in my opinion. But honestly, for a Fixed Point, I was actually, like, when I first watched it, I just kind of, like, I was in season 2, so I didn't want to get spoilers, really, but I just kind of skipped to the end, because, like, I'm like, I don't want to watch this, I want to see the Thawne things. But honestly, I do really like the episode and how they're time travelers, how there's time traveling bar. I think it's actually really interesting. Although, like, in season 5 of The Flash, Ralph was like, oh yeah, these are maybe the Fixed Point that the Legends talked about, but, like, then, like, Gary has to explain what a Fixed Point is to the Legends. Like, what? That's, I kind of don't understand, but to be fair, it's not their fault. And maybe they did do stuff with Fixed Points, but, I guess the Spear of Destiny was a Fixed Point, like, Jesus being killed, that was a Fixed Point. But anyways, so yeah. And Here I Go Again is, like I said, just a better version of Legends of 2 Meow Meow. It's just better than that. It's a nice way to introduce Zari. It's probably it's better than Cause and Excess. It's probably the best time loop episode, other than, I hear there's a season 8 of Arrow time loop episode that's better. I haven't gotten there yet in Arrow, so hold your horses. So, yeah, it's honestly just really good. It helps Zari get into the team, and you get to see more about the team, like Mix the Writer and other things like that, Sarah and Ava. Like, honestly, it's really interesting, in my opinion. So, yeah, you already got my opinion for the rating about they're both like 9.9 to 18 on 10 out of 10. So, yeah, that's my opinion. Bye.